Ready, set, go. We're starting tomorrow. So today we're going to cover a little more about the food and we're going to start talking about the exercise. So let's get right into it. So we've kind of skimmed the surface a little bit about the intermittent fasting and getting into autophagy and a little bit about ketosis. I'm going to list a video below that is Dr. Gundy and Dr. Mercola talking about intermittent fasting and about ketosis. It really does take at least a couple weeks to teach the body to run on ketones versus carbohydrates. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be obviously eating low carbohydrate foods. We're going to be doing the intermittent fasting, or what they call compacting the hours in which we eat. I'm going to be doing probably fasting for 14 hours probably, what I'm going to try, but 12 to 16 would be optimal. And then we're going to be adding some slow, steady exercising in addition to what we already are doing. Some of you are kickboxers like Joe, like Jamie. I know you do biking and running and yoga. I do a little bit of all of it as well. I know Patty's a runner and a biker, and Marilyn is a runner and a worker-outer. So we'll want to do additional things to what we normally are doing, because if we continue to do the same thing we've always done, we're going to get the same thing we've always gotten. So I'm going to talk today about exactly what I'm going to do tomorrow and kind of show you some hacks by what we can eat. I forgot to get this chicken out, so let me grab it real quick. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to get up like I normally do my meditation. I'm going to go ahead and do my 4-minute workout, but I think I'm going to go on a little jog in the morning because I'm not sure about the rain. And then I'm going to probably fast until 10 o'clock, but before 10 o'clock, I'm gonna do my lemon ginger water. I'm gonna try to do 32 ounces of that. And then I'll do my caffeinated, I call it my Go Juice, my beet nitric oxide drink. And then at 11 o'clock, I'll probably have prepared a apple with 2 tablespoons of almond butter. So here's my apple. I'm gonna peel it. I'll be squeezing a little bit of lemon juice on it. I'll take my almond butter in a little container, and I'll be doing that, and then I'll probably have a smoothie after that with tea in the middle there. And then for dinner, I've already prepared it, but one of the staples I'm going to be using is this organic riced cauliflower, and the reason being is a serving is 3/4 of a cup and only has 20 calories and 3 grams of carbohydrates, so you feel like you're getting grains, but you're not really getting grains. And so how I prepare it, here's the one I prepared for tomorrow. It looks so beautiful. I just add extra virgin organic olive oil. I spray that in the pan because if it's not easy, I'm not gonna do it. And then I add a little bit of Himalayan pink salt, some organic crushed red peppers, a little bit of organic cayenne, and then I do a couple tablespoons of coconut aminos. And then what I'll do for dinner is I will just chop up this organic yellow pepper. I love English cucumbers because they are individually wrapped. I don't know why, I like the taste of them. So I'll probably do a good portion of this. I'm gonna skin it and chop it up. And then I'm also gonna do probably a full avocado. I'll be pretty hungry by the time I get home. And then I'm gonna put that in the lettuce wrap. So that's what I'm gonna do for tomorrow. But I wanted to show you this. I don't like to cook things that have faces on them. I think that's partly why I became primarily a vegetarian anyway, it doesn't matter. But this, I buy this for Jay. This is all white meat, shredded chicken that you can get at Sprouts. So if you're like me, you don't want to cook when I get home at the end of the day, primarily, I will be using this. I also made in advance. I got these at Costco, but I think you can get them at Trader Joe's. These are wild Argentinian red shrimp, peeled and deveined and the tail off, no preservative, no additives. I like it because it's wild caught. It's much better for you than the ones that are in farm raised. So this is how they turn out. And what I do the same. I spray this in here in a pan, and then I put the shrimp in there. I lightly salt them with Himalayan salt. I put the crushed red pepper. I like to add pepper because it's thermogenic, or body heat. So it's gonna help heat the body up. And then I have this super duper delicious, what do I have? Oh, it's a salad dressing that I make. It's a tahini salad dressing, and I'm gonna put the recipe for that in there. It's made with organic unsalted tahini. If you don't want to make it, that's fine. You can just get some kind of a salad dressing. Like here's one that I bought. It's Annie's Goddess dressing. And the reason I picked this one is because the fat is high and the carbohydrates are low. And so what the fat does is it gives your brain nutrients, and then it's going to help encourage your body to burn fat because you're not loading it up with carbohydrates. So the other probably protein I'm going to make, and this is a wild caught salmon fillet. I got these specific ones at Costco. I know Sprouts, I know Whole Foods have it, or if you want to get them at your supermarket. I just like these because they have the bones out of them. I can thaw this, I can stick it in the air fryer, but I'll talk more about that this week. So hopefully these are a few little hacks that will help you. What I do with my avocados, if you don't like avocados, I get it, but you need them because of the fat content. So when they are ripe, I just peel them and put them in a baggie. I squeeze a little bit of lemon oil, and then I freeze them. If you don't like the taste of avocados, you can just put them in the freezer and then put them in your smoothie. You can't taste them, they don't taste like anything. And then that way you're getting the fat in the smoothie if you don't want to put it in your lettuce wraps. So hopefully these things are going to help you. Joe's the chef if you have anything that you want to add, but the main thing is we want to go low carbohydrate, and then we're going to add some low intensity exercising so we can convert fat into energy. We can get the carbohydrates low by doing the long sustained exercise, and then by eating low carbs. So you're going to feel a little bit tired probably. That's when the caffeinated drink or the green tea will come into play. So we're having to change our internal chemistry. Just remember, your body is your cheerleader. You have 100 trillion cells that are, each cell is packed with 100 trillion atoms, and they're cheering you on. They're like, come on, drink that water, eat those nourishing foods. We want to maintain your life here. So not only are we doing this collectively, but your cells are listening and watching and cheering you on everything that you do. So now we're going to talk about the exercise. We're going to talk about exercise. So when I developed this plan, I really felt impressed, like it was something that I needed to do for myself, and I wanted to invite people to do it with me. I knew that there would be all kinds of body shapes and sizes and all kinds of fitness levels, so it really is guidelines and not rules. Even the calorie part of it, it's, if you did everything that was on the plan, it's about 1,200 to 1,500 calories. And if you are wanting to lose weight, you take your weight times 10, and that's about what you would need to eat if you're gonna lose what they say 2 pounds in a week. But I think you could probably lose more on this because we're lowering the volume to inflammation. We get inflamed when the body is trying to protect itself, but autoimmune disease is when we have too much inflammation because of the level of acidity. You know, we talked about the blood and the pH, and it can't vary, but 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and you're in the hospital. And so the body does all kinds of things to keep the inflammation lowered. So this plan can really fit anybody as well as the exercise portion. So for me personally, I'm gonna work out like I normally work out. I'm gonna do my lifting and my yoga and my running, but in addition to that, I'm going to add 30 to 60 minutes of walking, come rain or shine, brisk walking, because I want my body to really get into a low carbohydrate situation where it will use my fat stores to burn energy. And so one of the quickest ways to signal the body to do that is the 4-minute nitric oxide workout that I have posted so much about. It really is a health hack. And they discovered the nitric oxide molecule in the 70s. And I'm going to post a video which will tell you exactly what it does, but it is a signaling molecule. And so most of the time, the first one that I do, I either do it after I'm done meditating in the morning, or I do it while I'm letting the chihuahuas out. So what happens, especially when you're doing it like that first thing in the morning, you are signaling the body to release the nitric oxide, and that nitric oxide then travels down the body, dilating the blood vessels. The next thing that happens is the body has the ability to oxygenate, rev up the metabolism, and then it also signals the liver. It says, hey liver, release fat stores in only 4 minutes. So it's not the kind of workout where you're sweating, but what you'll notice is it induces an anaerobic environment in the body, and you might even get sore if you haven't done it before, but you're going to literally oxygenate the entire body in 4 minutes, which that's very hard to do, by making it be in an anaerobic environment and dilate those blood vessels. But then you're also going to rev up the metabolism first thing, and then you're going to signal, it's a signaling molecule, and tell the liver to release fat stores. And then by doing the walking later in the day, the brisk walking, in addition to what you already do, or if you don't walk at all, this would be a great jumping off point. You could do the nitric oxide 1 or 2 times a day, and then just go on a brisk walk in your neighborhood. So I'm gonna do that in the evening after I eat, because I really want my body to deplete my carbohydrate stores that are in my muscles, so it will get into the fat burning mode for our 7-day slim down. So we're also going to do some other things that are going to help alkalinize and oxygenate the body. We're going to do some mindful breathing. We're going to talk about the breath work a little bit. We're going to talk about some other lymphatic draining things that we can do. But we want to, for sure, do the nitric oxide 1 or 2 times a day. We're going to do the skin brushing before you take a shower or a bath, whenever that happens to be. And you want to brush in upward strokes, because that helps flush out or stimulate lymphatic circulation so we can get rid of toxins. Drinking water is imperative. And then, combined with what we're doing on the rest of it, I think you're going to very much see a dramatic change in your body. So tonight, I'm going to take my measurement, and then I'll just do my weight in the morning. So I'm really excited. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be walking every evening, come rain or shine. So my Tulsa Broken Arrow people, if any of you want to join me, have a car, we'll travel, we can meet and walk together, and then we'll probably maybe do some toning and some 4-minute workout after. So just send me a message. So ready or not, hopefully ready, set, go. Hi ho, here we go tomorrow. And thank you again for joining me, and we'll touch base again tomorrow.